Hey there, folks, and welcome to another Factorio Reddit Weekly. I'm Exterminator, and thank you so much for joining me again. As always, we're checking out the past posts here in the previous week, sorted by top. I have turned on dark mode again. I know you guys really appreciated that last time. So we'll get started here. First one here is a modded post. They say, I created my first mod, Grenade Yeet. A fun new way to defend your base. We may have looked at this last time, or I think I looked at it my own and made a comment is what it was. So this is hilarious. I love it. It's I think grenade transportation can do this, among other things. Maybe it's a little different. I'm pretty sure it can do stuff like this though. But this is specifically just for this, so if you like only want this feature to be really good. Now, there were some feature suggestions, which the dev here said that they would look into implementing. So I will probably be spotlighting this once those are implemented, but you know, I think it would just be cool to have the additional features that were recommended for sure. Steam showing off Steam Deck using Factorio. Nice. Yeah, the Steam Deck seems pretty cool. I love that they're using for Factorio for an example as well here. I think the Valve is trying to make clear here is that you can actually play games that you normally play with keyboard and mouse. We'll see how they implement the touchpads and other stuff to make it all work properly. I'm actually very curious and excited. Yeah, the Steam Deck seems really cool. I would maybe consider getting it at some point. Um, I don't think. I think the last thing I need is Factorio on the go, or really any video game on the go. I really just don't have time for that. But it looks really cool. Like if I were to get something, I would definitely get that over a Switch at this point, just because there's like not really many Switch games I actually want. But with this, you can just use your entire Steam library, which is fantastic. Because this person says, I'm scared to start playing Factorio while walking to work, on a train, on a plane, or on a bike, whilst eating dinner, etc., whilst in the shower, terrified, but it must grow. Exactly. I heard you hate mixed belts, so here's one. Thanks for that. I guess. I hate it. Garbage collecting people are on a strike at my town, and this is how my streets look like at the moment. Oh dear. I'm concerned about the amount of explosives there. And nuclear material. Oh man. These mixed belts, please no. Who needs walls and turrets? I built a 1400 locomotive only, 186 mile per hour unstoppable defense train that circled my base and grinds, attacking biters to death. Someone made this. What did they call it? Like the saw or something? This is a thing of beauty. It just eats the bugs like most aggressive band sander, like the most aggressive band sander ever. It's a very nice video composition. That single bug being hit on the last note made me giggle. I'm not sure if they're like the music again. I don't want to get copyrighted, but oh my god, this is fantastic. Look at the size of this. Holy crap. Okay, that's making me slightly dizzy. I want to see the biters actually get hit though. This train, I thought I was going to collide. Whew. Okay, so they're artillerying. Artillerying. So here they come. Kill the radar, of course. Wait, you skipped it. Oh my god, this is glorious. I'm surprised the spitters don't stop and attack the train, though, is what I'm surprised about. But check this out. No, why do you keep skipping it? I want to watch it at that view. Oh, there they go. Oh, this is so cool. I love it. Oh my god. That was the most satisfying thing. I want to build one of these. I would absolutely love to build one of these, please. That is brilliant. Not a viable defense because if it stopped, it would be destroyed. That's very true. Very cool, though, for video purposes. Spiders are trapped in this island, so I built a bunch of pollution-producing buildings just to piss them off. Wow, now that's passive-aggressive, or maybe just aggressive. That's kind of rude. Very inconsiderate. What are you going to do about it, biters? Oh, sorry, I had to sneeze there. I had to mute my mic. We need a mod that provides them landfill at 100% evolution. Oh god. Will it ever even get to 100% evolution? I've never had that happen. When it's time to get serious, it's time to get down to business, man. Came here to see people geeking out about ratio and number of inserters. I'm not disappointed. Isn't having two inserters putting iron in the gear assembler and two inserters pulling the gears into the belt assembler the wrong ratio? I love how people just come here and just correct the ratios. New player here trying to make my first 1 to 3 splitter. Am I doing this right? Honestly, I couldn't tell you. Especially when it's circuit controlled. Then I really couldn't tell you. Ridiculously over-engineered for what you're trying to accomplish. Welcome to Factorio. You'll fit in just fine here. To be fair, logistics stuff isn't too difficult if you have a good understanding programming. It took me about 7 hours to get a use for them, but it's not too bad. Let's see. Be more efficient to make a normal 2 to 4 splitter and feed one back and feed back one of the outputs. And yeah, I would agree. That would definitely be so much easier. But yeah, it's Factorio, so we got to over-engineer it. Okay, thanks. I don't know what buttons I'm clicking. I think I'm like side clicking my middle mouse button on accident, which opens something like their profile or something. Why do biter spitters do this? They just have built up aggression, okay? Or actually, the pathfinding just does that, and the biter thinks that is the only way is through. It is so that you can't use rocks as invincible walls, but the biters always avoid attacking them. Interesting. Bot AI built biters and flying robots are all literally dumb as bricks for the sake of UPS updates per second. In this case, the biter's pathfinding was offended by the presence of this rock and is just being executed. Yeah. Signal receiver with memory. Ooh, this is from space exploration, I believe. Yep. So here's a blueprint string if you want to check it out. So it's their outpost supply system. It works by reading the outpost logistics storage and filling a rocket with whatever is missing there. I did use something like this, not quite as complicated, but this is a really cool feature. I kind of wish something like this existed in vanilla that didn't require complicated combinators. Very cool. Do you guys plan... Oh my goodness, here we go again, clicking. I don't know how to unbind that. Do you guys plan factories or just haphazardly place factories? Both. Say for another 500 science per minute base? Question mark. Oh, look at this. Current factory, 500 science per minute. Second factory, first rocket. Starting factory, learning the game. Man, that is solar. That's a lot of solar. They definitely just took over this base to build their solar. That's pretty nuts. I like the look of this, though. You can tell how zoomed out this is, because I'm pretty sure those are, like, train drop-offs. Whew. Now, this is a really cool solar design. I don't think I've actually ever seen anything quite like this that is, like, has these circular patterns. That's a really cool design, actually. Chef haphazardly placed stuff somehow. It becomes a factory. I can't explain why, and it's a mess of underproduction, overproduction, technical debt, and stuff I don't know why I placed, but it works. Send help. Yes. I should not have compared it. Bad idea. Okay, this is, is there a TLDR on this? Might already hate me for constantly advocating against the bus, both for early gay, okay, in the past 2 weeks. So they constructed a comparison. The base are 200 cents per minute blocks, so, I'm just trying to find a synopsis. Are top shifted. Both bases making consume 2,700 science per minute consistently over a 50-hour test period. Result: train base runs at 130 UPS, bus base at 150. Oh man. Yeah, I think belts are more efficient than trains now. Train pathfinding, or just trains existing in general, I think more so than the pathfinding, is definitely more UPS intensive than belts at this point, because the devs have optimized belts so much. This was not what I envisioned. Turns out that if you do things right, a bus might actually beat out trains. Keep in mind that I didn't feed back any items onto the bus and only transported the exact same items of both versions. So no gears or rod control RC red circuits on the bus. So try to avoid balancing lanes or belts as best I could, since this will definitely have a big impact. Interesting. Yeah, definitely worth taking a look at if you're more interested in that. Excuse me? What? Build me, baby, one more time. Oh my god. Chainsaw default names and report names are randomly chosen from a list of early supporters, I believe. This is hilarious. My personal favorite is full of bees. Yeah. Train stop is full of bees. Your lab is full of bees. Factorio will ruin other games for me. Kind of happened to me. So if I find myself playing this game and think of how complex or simple you go about playing it, I'm realizing a horrible truth about it. Whenever I play a game that requires me to craft or go and collect resources or a massive variety of different resources, I will say to myself, wow, I wish I could automate this. And frustratingly look back at Factorio for how amazing and satisfying it is to create, well, everything, damn you Factorio, in your wonderful design. This person says, what really ruins it for me is the extreme efficiency of the game from a software engineering point of view. It runs so smoothly with tens of thousands of entities all doing their computations. Meanwhile, most games start lagging when you have a few hundred entities, and I really hate not being able to scale up my base. This is very true. And also how exceptionally bug-free it is compared to most games, devs or Rockstars. Yeah, it does make playing other games kind of hard sometimes. My dream since starting space exploration has been to transport whole trains via spaceship. Guess I'm one step closer to that. Oh, right. One of those where it won't actually open the picture unless I do this. So, both ships landed. Loading, unloading is fairly standard through the rails, though the rails could be a bit more compact. Nice. These space rails are expensive too, at least when I played. Left ship had to split them due to early spaceships having low capacity. Interesting. Probably won't use these for surface to orbit until I can fit 6 trains on a single ship unless I decide to mass produce rocket fuel earlier. So yeah, so basically these are actual like the spaceships, which are really expensive to make as well. Like the control computers, if I recall, were really, really expensive. So this is pretty cool though. I love that they're transporting the trains in the spaceship. I find this very satisfying. Ah, yes. One of my favorite things to do when I get bots. It is incredibly satisfying. I think way better than just putting them in the roboports. You can do that? I always assumed I had to place the robots in the roboports. Yep. How's it I have over 1,000 hours in the Blade game and still don't know stuff like this? Yep. It's pretty awesome. What the heck are these things from Factorio's banner picture on Steam? Good question. There's like random entities the devs put in here. What is that? Hideout pylons from the rocket side. There because the artist thought making the banner even more cluttered spaghetti was more visually appealing was mentioned here or in Fred Fact sourcing in. Not sure off the top of my head. Okay. One time the red circles were useful. Oh my god, I love how V's just like, oh wow, that's a mistake. Doesn't even realize it. Oh my gosh. Delete the game because it's unplayable now. Remove them from the banner, put them in game, or do nothing. Delete them. Oh, that's hilarious. Universal 4-to-4 lane balancer string in comments. So yeah, if you're looking for one of these, pretty big still, but nice. The fact that there are these are complicated things in the game I don't even know about them scares me. Right? I don't even know really how to design any of that. Anyone else have to write their to-do list on the map? Set up rocket part production, set up flamethrower turrets in new expansion. I've done this sometimes. Usually it doesn't even help when I do it just because I get so sidetracked anyway. Like the second I start working on one of the list things, I just get sidetracked by something that's not even on the list. I just stick down bookmarks where I want to plonk things. The to-do list mod is really useful. I'm pretty sure I spotlighted that quite a while ago. It took me 8 years to launch my first rocket. Holy cow. I played for 339 hours before I launched the rocket. Lots of restarts and experimenting, just having fun with the game, all vanilla. So I looked at the in-game day night cycle. 416.66 seconds. The math comes out to my little engineer friend spending 8 years getting the rocket launched. Final game lasted about 72 hours. Nice. I thought they meant 8 years in real life. I'm like, geez, you started playing like in .2 or something. Whenever the first public version was, and but yeah, no, they meant. Congrats, dude. I've been building and rebuilding on and off for 4 years. I'll play a little for a month or two. A year, only just discovered the Olive Artillery. Am set on getting to my first ever rocket this month. Best of luck to them. Yeah, and I don't think it really matters how soon you get your rocket or not. Because a lot of the fun, I think, is just in the point of, like, going to there. I don't think it really matters if you actually launch it or not. I just started playing the game a few days ago, and I'm absolutely loving my experience so far. I just finished first ever attempt at making an assembly line that's actually somewhat optimized, and I'm pretty proud of it. I think it turned out okay, but I'd love to hear any suggestions on how to improve it. Suggestion 1, turn on advanced info. Suggestion 2, don't belt cables. It looks really cool, but definitely don't belt cables, please. Please do yourself a favor and finish your first game on your own without suggestion. Oh, I mean, I would, yeah, I guess. Incredible. Yeah, I mean, it looks really, really organized. I would definitely say don't belt cables, though. Because I would assume this is for green circuit. Well, it's not for green circuits. Well, then the ratio... Okay, now I'm confused. It's okay to belt cable for red circuits, but this is like 50 times the amount you need. One cable machine can support 6 red circuit machines, and I think they've done this backwards. Like, I know it's like their first time, so I'm not actually like trying to be mean or critical. I'm just observing. I definitely did stuff like this when I first started playing too. But there's like, I don't know, I'm gonna say like 12 or 15 of these per row. I mean, this alone could support like 70 red circuit machines, and they have 3 rows of them. Unless I'm misunderstanding the picture, which is possible. Quite a few hundreds of hours in the game, but I only found pine trees now, and they look beautiful. Ooh, these do look really nice. I've never really noticed, to be honest. Call me a heretic, but my primary goals in the game is to leave the trees alone and produce as little pollution as possible. I love these trees. I mean, yeah, the trees do look really nice. The trees must grow. They must burn. I agree with that statement. 100 hours into my first world, rocket every hour considering mega basing. Okay, I do not understand why this does that. Oh, maybe sort the rails out a little bit before you attempt to make a base. The base actually looks really organized, though. This internal base looks very organized. Oh, yeah. You can rename stations. Oh, did they not name their stations? Oh, yeah. Oh, man. I can only imagine how difficult this must be. I think I didn't realize you could rename stations for a long time, too. And I remember trying to set up, like, a more advanced train network. And, man, it was a nightmare. Trying to figure out these train stations. Train station, like, which one was which. Because I didn't know I could name them. So I was just stuck with these names. Overall, it looks good, though. I just discovered that you can chain turrets and inserters. Yes, this can be really nice. You can do this for science labs as well. I'd say that's more of a known thing. The turrets is maybe not as common as you would, or not the first thing you would think. Same with boilers, actually. It's a neat little way of doing it, more neat and compact, but kind of inefficient. If only a few turrets get used at a time, it's fine, but also keep in mind if one of them goes down, the whole chain gets interrupted. That is very true. which could be a major problem. Tileable red circuits. Ooh, very nice. Looks like they're doing, looks like they are actually doing 1 to 6. This is super impressive. Because they're inserting out the side here and pulling both ways, so that's 2, 4, and then these are passing through here. I don't know if having the things on the ground or in a chest would be better. Some potential improvements. Reduce capital energy cost by using regular or fast inserters. Speed for circuits is not fast enough to for stack inserters to be worth it, which is true. Make your tileable design beaconable. By the time you have tier 3 machines, you should probably be considering beacon setups with at least tier 1 modules. Yeah, which would probably throw out the ratio unless you just speed all of them, but probably should be productivitying them. Yeah, you could use fast inserters. Certainly don't need stack inserters there. I really like that design, though. I just want to say that train limits are amazing. Train limits are quite possibly the best new feature I've gotten in this game. I went from battling with LTN and TSM mods and trying to set up schedules and request provided stations and all kinds of junk, to just slapping down the decider combinator in 1 wire and walking away happy. I'm running city blocks for the first time in 200 hours, and it's all because of this tiny little feature, so thanks to the devs and thanks to Reddit for teaching me. Yeah, this is absolutely one of the best features I think that's ever been added, is the train limits. The 1.1 update adding train limits literally saved me from 100 hours of wasted time. Basically, I'd spent 100 hours during version 1 making my first mega base, 355 per minute train base. Finished building a base, I realized setting a train limit of 1 to every station would actually allow my factory to work. It was incredibly lucky timing. Yeah, it's a really, really great feature. It seems very well implemented too, because with some combinators, you can do some great stuff with it. Information mentioned something. Oh, Informatron. Mentioned something about round shape, so I decided to try it out. Space exploration mod. Ooh, that's pretty cool. I like the engines on that. I think they definitely looks been improved since I played. That looks very expensive. Appreciate their determination. Maybe this squadron will be the ones to break through. Yeah, good luck. Flamethrower turrets are incredibly powerful. Like, they basically, even Behemoth and Big Biter and Spitters, as you can see, just get melted. Literally, by the flamethrowers. Biter BBQ. We Zerg rush him long enough, constant laser fire will put his base in an energy death spiral, and we break in. Man, some good stuff as always. I think I'm going to call it there, folks. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I do hope you enjoyed. And if you did, a like is appreciated. If you are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe, keep up with all new content, turn on notifications. And I would love to hear your thoughts down below as always. Always enjoy reading that. Until next time, I look forward to seeing you all, and do take care.